Hello everybody, my name is Sayafaltia and welcome to a live stream. Yes, we're on my 3DS. It has some nice background music. I like it. Yep, my dog's barking. I have to make sure that I'm live. Because I'm not sure. It says I'm live, but I need to make sure. Yeah, I'm live. That's Natalia you hear. Anyway, let's do this. We said Pokemon X. Woo. Yeah, I don't know any other languages. I don't know why I scrolled down. Begin the game in English. My only known language. Hello, my pup. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I am Augustine Sycamore, the Kalos region's very own Pokemon professor. This world of ours is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. These mysterious creatures can be found in every corner of the world. Some run across the plains, others fly through the skies, and yet others... I didn't read that fast, darn. We live together with these Pokemon, lending our strength to one another to live and prosper. Let's get started with some quick questions. Are you a boy or a girl? It's between these two, because it matches. If I went with the one that matches my hair color, it would be this one. Eye color would be this one. We'll go with hair. There you go. H-E. There's no A with the tilde. Okay. I could put my last name. I think I will. Theophotia. Because why not? It fits. So it's Theophotia then. Did I get that right? Yup. Theophotia, très bien. I don't know what that means. What a fantastic name. Your adventure begins now. Go and meet many Pokemon and people. Now let us go visit the world of Pokemon. When I first played Pokemon Coliseum, not Coliseum, when I first played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time. I think no, it was Blue Rescue Team. I cried. I think I also cried in Explorers of Time. Anyway, Wii U. I have a Wii U. I don't know where it is, but I have it. What? What happened to the game? Hold on. What? I don't know when it stopped. Uh, be right back. Screen. Yeah, that one. I think I should add a thing here. Add source. I'm loading. Why did that happen? I don't even know when it happened. Okay, so we can't play this game. No Pokemon X. Then try to keep with the theme Oros? Otherwise this is gonna be the one scuff thing. Alright. Oras. Yay. I hope this works. I really do. Hi, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch. I always thought his name was the B word when I was a kid. I just like a few years ago realized that he was named after a tree and not a curse word. And this is what we call a Pokemon. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. We live alongside Pokemon at times, helping together as friends and at times helping one another out. Sometimes we just like to have fun battling with others, but as close as we are, we don't know much about Pokemon. In fact, there are still many mysteries surrounding Pokemon. I do research to try to unravel these Pokemon mysteries. Hello, Otelo. What about you? Are you a boy or a girl? Will you give me your name too? Yeah, sure. T-H-E A. Yes. You're that there. You're the one who's moving to Little Road Town where I live. I have a Game Boy. It's blue. It's a Game Boy Advance SP. Be courageous, leap into the world of Pokemon. I'd expect that we'll be meeting soon again. Hopefully this works. Work? Maybe it's just that scene? Nope. Huh. Well. That's no good. Looks like we're gonna have to choose a different game. I know the Professor Layton games work. So, Professor Layton versus Phoenix, right? Or... I'm gonna do this one because I'm recording the other one. And I have to change the title again. I know this works. Woo! I can have the accent! Yeah, let's go! Yeah! This is a work of fiction. The characters, groups, and events portrayed within are in no way intended to resemble those of the real world.
If anything happens to me, go and see this man. He should be able to help. Blasted witches. No, that's impossible! Ah! Oh, go without me. Quickly! Get going! Oh.
The Popo are coming. Yeah.
Huh? Well, what do we have here?
That's not every day you see a car in a tree. Prologue on a dark and stormy night.
What the blazes? How on earth did a vehicle end up on top of that tree? Blimey, this is going to be a tough nut to crack. There is one man I know who could get to the bottom of this.
Did you say witches, Professor?
That's right. People in the Middle Ages very much believed in their existence. That is the reason why they had witch trials. Do you see?
Witch trials? Did witches really exist in those days?
Well, my boy, witch trials certainly existed, although nobody ever truly used magic. Witches were nothing more than superstition and legend.
Wow, look, it's really London. Come on, Nick, take a look.
I know you're excited, Maya, but can't a guy get a few last Z's in?
This is no time to be sleeping. You won't win in an English court of law with that attitude.
This trip is just an exchange visit courtesy of the Legal League of Attorneys. I won't be defending in court officially.
Aw, well that's no fun.
Oh no.
You know you're always at your best when working under pressure, but who can say how things would go over here?
I wish you wouldn't talk like that. You only jinx the whole thing.
Took a bit, but we're finally getting this started.
The rain doesn't seem to want to stop. It's a bit unusual for this time of year, don't you think?
I agree, Luke. But I believe it is easing off a little now, so it should clear up soon.
I hope it does clear up soon, especially the lightning.
Afraid of lightning, I take it?
Of course not. I'm not a little kid, you know. It's just that I hate how it flashes suddenly and takes me by surprise.
Then let's wait a bit for... Let's wait a while for it to settle. Luke, I have just a thing to take your mind off it. Take a look on the bookshelf. I would interact with my viewers, but there's 0. So I'm just gonna read the game. The bookshelf? What's on the bookshelf? You'll know when you find it. Do you recall our usual method of investigation? Of course I do. Oh, I expected as much, but just to be sure, let's have a refresher. I need my stylus. We use a magnifying glass for investigation. This will appear automatically. Slide the stylus along the touchscreen to move the magnifying glass around. The secret is to slide it as if drawing a line. On moving the magnifying glass, it'll sometimes appear orange. When this happens, give the touchscreen a light tap. Doing so will investigate the point in question. In addition to important puzzles, there are also hint coins. There are also puzzles and hint coins waiting to be found. Important information. I can read sometimes. Hint coins will be invaluable later on when tackling difficult puzzles. Okay, let's give it a try. Touch and slide on the touchscreen, then give it a light tap to investigate. This technique can be used to investigate points of interest, right? Now let's investigate the bookshelf. First things first, the tea set. Your tea is extraordinary fragrant, Professor. You can also press A. And if you can't use your stylus, your touchscreen for some reason, you can also use the D-pad. Sorry, the circle pad. You cannot use the D-pad. L opens that, opens this. R does nothing. At least for now. Ooh, a hint coin. 31. It doesn't look as if the rain will cease anytime soon. Another hint coin. This spiky foxel looks somewhat cool. Another hint coin. Hello, person. Isn't this a picture book? Wow. I wouldn't have expected you to have a picture book, Professor. Wait a second. That's right, my boy. There's a puzzle hidden within that book. Huh? It says an hour ago an event happened, but it doesn't say what the event was. Wow. If I remember right, it was someone subscribing to my YouTube channel. I should have known. You even had puzzles hidden in your books. Alright then, Lukey. Sorry, alright then, Luke. Why not see if you can solve this one? Naturally, after all, I'm your apprentice. Oh no, I remember struggling with this one when I was little. A light witch and a dark witch are trying to fly back home to their castles. Each is colored to match each witch. Their way home is connected by colorful paths of light. Touching one of these paths will cause all of that color to disappear. Help the witches find the right path to their respective castles by removing the unwanted paths. So let's start with removing everything. And then what we can do is green. No, not green. So this one will go here, here, and here, and then black will get there. So black is solved. And this one will go and that's solved. I think this is right. Yay. It worked.
Don't worry. Leave this one to me. Professor, I did it!
Outstanding. Both witches managed to cross the colorful paths and find their way home. Well done, Luke. That was a piece of cake. I can solve harder puzzles than that. I'm pleased to hear that, Luke. Hi, Natalia. It was a charming little puzzle, though. Like straight out of a fairy tale. Yes, indeed. Well, it looks as if the rain is about to stop. Shall we prepare to go home? Okay, Professor. Now where did I put my umbrella? Fine, you can crawl on my leg. Pup. Hmm? Professor, I think we have a visitor. At this late hour? I can't say I'm expecting anybody. Natalia, please don't try to eat my stylus. I know you'll eat anything. Careful. I'll go and see who it is. I think you should back up. Yeah. Hi, Natalia. I feel that I need a cam on my head so I can show you how I play with my pup when I stream like this. Are you Mr. Herschel Layton? Yes, indeed I am, my dear young lady. How may I be of assistance? I have been asked to give you a letter. 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 Please, could you read this? This letter, it's from Carmine. Carmine? Who's Carmine? He was a student of mine a number of years ago, and if I recall correctly, he's now a detective. Hey, you're hurting me a little. Now you're not hurting. Thank you for moving your paws a bit. Owie. Yes, yes, I give you pets. Wow, a detective? Ask about Carmine. Yes? Well, I'm sorry. It appears there may be a matter of considerable importance within this letter. Hey, hey, hey! Just 'cause I moved closer so you could climb on me doesn't mean you can try to distract me, you little fuzzball. What, you wanna play? With your nose booping the touchscreen? Oh, whoops.
Dear Professor, it has been a long time. There is so much I would like to tell you, but at present I do not have the time. My life is in danger. I am being chased by something terrifying, and I am not sure whether I can escape. It all started in a town called Labyrinthia, a mysterious town, one that you will not find on any map. I found myself there during the course of an investigation. While I was there, a series of unbelievable events occurred right before my eyes. I realized the town held a mysterious secret and decided to get to the bottom of it. But before I could, they found me. I escaped from Labyrinthia with a young woman by the name of Isabella. It was my belief that she held the key to solving the secret of that town.
Do you want to play with the stylus, or do you want to boot the touchscreen?
It is not me they are pursuing, it is Isabella. As such, I am asking you to help her. Labyrinthia hides an ominous mystery. This is one puzzle that appears to be beyond my powers to solve. I apologize for imposing on you in this way. Your
Natalia.
faithful student, Carmine Accidenti.
Letter from Carmine, added items. Well, I never. Professor? Am I right in assuming that you are the speller to whom Carmine is referring? Yes, yes I am. Tell me, what on earth happened? I'm afraid I'm not entirely sure. It seemed as if we were being chased relentlessly. They caught up with us and we were attacked as a result. Carmine was injured. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. He bravely did his best to ensure that I escaped safely. I beg you, please help him. Please help that brave man. You mustn't worry about him, Espella. Knowing Carmine as I do, I'm sure he'll be alright. But ever since I've known him, he's always been in some difficult situation or other. And he's never failed to win, though. More importantly, at the moment, I'm frankly more concerned with your safety, Isabella. You're concerned about me? According to this letter, the one they're after is you. Are you certain that you're alright? You weren't injured at all? Me? No. I'm fine. You sniffer. You sniffer. Really? I think you'd better take a rest, even if just for a little while. Your clothes are all wet too. I'll go and find you a dry towel. Thank you. You're really too kind. It's no trouble at all. As soon as you're more comfortable, we can sit down and talk. Professor? If what was written in this letter is true... Hey! Yes, indeed, it means this young lady is in real danger. And it also means that her pursuers might even come to this office in search of her. I'll go and lock the door. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Click. At any rate, we'll need to talk to Isabella and find out what this is really all about. Doo-doo! I'm sorry to have to put you both to all of this trouble. Please think nothing of it. Although if it's alright with you, I'd like to hear a little more about what happened. No. I know what you want. And no, you're not gonna go out there and tear up a pad. We won't be able to protect you without a clear understanding of the circumstances. Protect me? It is my belief that you are in quite considerable danger, and it is the duty of every gentleman to help a lady in trouble. I sincerely thank you. Now, it would certainly appear that you are being pursued. However, Carmine's letter referred to your pursuers as they. Could you tell me who they might be? Alright, BRB, my dog's being weird. You can have the buffering. Till we meet again? No, it'll be in a few minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Hi, Natalia. You already ate. You don't need more food. They are witches. Huh? Did you say witches? Yes, witches. And they are truly terrifying. Carmine did his best to protect me from them. But in the end, he was unable to escape. they caught up with us, if they realize I'm here, then you two may also end up in danger. Perhaps it would have been better if I hadn't come here. Spella. Yes? You mustn't worry yourself. Everything is going to be alright. Really? You have my word. We'll be on our guard. That's right. Nothing to worry about. The place is tightly locked up. Thank you both. Espella, I'd like to inquire a little more if I may. Yes, of course. The town you come from is called Labyrinthia, isn't it? Yes, that's right. Espella, what's the matter? Well, we are in Labyrinthia now, aren't we? Huh? No, we're in London, in England. London? England? I'm sorry, but I don't understand. What? No way. You mean to say you've never heard of England? Well, it's just that I've never come across a place by that name in Labyrinthia. Espella? Are you sure you're feeling alright? No, Luke, I believe Espella really doesn't know. Espella, about this town of Labyrinthia, I'm afraid we've never heard of it either. If I may ask, where exactly is Labyrinthia? It's what?
Anything you could want to know about Labyrinthia can be found in this book.
Anything?
It's an amazing design. I've never seen a book quite like it.
Espella, would you mind if we had a closer look?
Of course.
I must be seeing things. It was as if the words were moving on the page.
No, Luke. It looked the same to me, too.
Natalia?
Look, there's a picture of the town in here. So this is Labyrinthia, is it?
Yes, that's Labyrinthia.
How intriguing. The buildings all look really old, don't they? Hey, Professor? Indeed, Luke. I don't ever recall ever having seen this town before. This is my hometown. Then this must also be where the witch is pursuing you are from. Is that right? That's right. Spella, what exactly is this book? Seems somewhat valuable. This book is the Historia Labyrinthia. As I just said a moment ago, everything about Labyrinthia is written in this book. Everything? The entire story? Labyrinthia's story. If it contains absolutely everything, then it must also include something about witches. Yes, it does. All about the witches, the events in the town, and the people living there. Everything that has happened in the town is written in this book. And not only that, but also everything that is going to happen. Yeah? What did you just say? Historia Labyrinthia. A strangely dressed young girl suddenly appeared asking Professor Layton for help. It would seem she is being pursued by something or someone. Spella appeared in my study, full of fear. I do not know who she is or why or where she has come from, but I wish to help her. Labyrinthia's Secret. The town of Labyrinthia, portrayed within the book entitled The Historia Labyrinthia, is an old town the likes of which the professor and Luke have never seen. Espella claims to be from this town. Apparently, everything that takes place in Labyrinthia is written in that book. Espella referred to it as Labyrinthia's story.
Professor, this certainly is very strange. First that letter from Carmina, and now this book.
Carmine? I thought it was Carmine.
If you ask me, Espella doesn't seem to be lying. But witches chasing after people, it's all a little hard to believe.
It's certainly hard to believe, but I do find it fascinating.
Oh, poor thing. Do you want to come in from the rain? Don't open it! Huh? Professor, what was that?
That, Luke, was a witch.
Professor, Espella's been...
Yes, that was careless of us. But to think they might enter by such means. And after I'd promised to protect her.
Do you think that was one of those witches that Espella was talking about?
We just said yes.
I can't say for sure, but it certainly looked that way.
Then what we just saw, was that magic?
I don't know. But something bizarre did indeed take place before our very eyes. Luke, I'm going to go and search for Espella. While I'm gone, I'd like you to...
Professor, I'm going too! Even if you disagree, I'm coming along. After all, I am your apprentice.
Okay, Luke, then let's go.
Right. I've already put the important things into the trunk. Thank you, Luke. We'll make sure to keep a record of all the important mysteries that we encounter, as well as all the progress we make in our investigations. These will be kept in the trunk. Open the trunk at any time by touching menu in the bottom left corner. To look back at the progress made so far, you may wish to have a look in story. Or alternatively, in mysteries. Ting! Witches in London. The witch broke into Professor Layton's study, snatched up a spell and escaped into the night. Could this mysterious power she wields truly be witchcraft? I certainly did not anticipate Espella being snatched away right before our very eyes. We must do something about this. Now I believe we're all set to go. They seem to be headed towards the Thames. Let's follow them and rescue Espella. Right you are, Professor. We've lost them, Professor. They've got away. Yes, it would appear so. However, we can be quite certain that they came this way. There may be someone who saw the witch carrying a speller. Right. Let's start asking people. Hey, look over there. Isn't that... This one's really got me stumped. I agree, sir. A total mystery. Constable Barton, I don't want agreement. I want answers. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Inspector Chumley and Constable Barton? I wonder what they're doing here. They appear to be having a heated discussion about something. Perhaps it may even have something to do with the witch we're pursuing. Let's see what they have to say, Luke. Good thinking, Professor. Alright, let's save. Right here. Now then. Close. Hey, you there. This area is off limits. Only Scotland Yard personnel allowed here. Hang on. Oh, it's you, Layton. What are you two doing here? It's been a while, Inspector Chumley. Has there been some kind of incident? Well, more of an accident than an incident. Over there, our motor vehicle has been heavily damaged. A heavily damaged vehicle, you say? That sounds rather serious. But I doubt that a Scotland Yard inspector would be involved in something as mundane as a simple traffic accident. Is there perhaps something unusual about this particular accident? As always, you're quick to pick up on the finer points. I should say there's something unusual. In fact, I've never seen nor heard of an accident as unusual as this one. Barton, would you leave the talking to me? Yes, sir. Of course, sir. An unusual accident? Unusual in what way, precisely? Don't go concerning yourself with it. It's the job of the police to solve this case. You never know, Inspector. I may just be able to help you solve it. Oh, I had 2 viewers for a second. Darn. JNG Nerd 101. Yes, But more importantly, instead of it's E. Yes, E. What are you saying? Even I don't have all the facts yet. Clues aren't just that easy to come by, you know. Yes, well, we've got nothing. So far. In fact, I'm sure we could use a helping hand. Oi, Barton! I thought I told you I'll do all the talking. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Just a moment. I've got it. Hey, Layton. What is it, Inspector? Well, that is to say, if you're so keen on getting involved, why don't you go and take a look for yourself? That was a sudden change of heart. It was Luke, but a welcome one, wouldn't you say? Very well, Inspector. I will take a look. The vehicle is just up ahead there. Is it? Yes, it is. It's in the park just over there, if you know where I mean. The park is fairly big, so it's quite easy to lose your way. I suppose I'll have to explain, but listen up, I'm only saying this once. When you want to go somewhere else, touch the move icon in the bottom right corner, or press the R button. Touch this to change from investigation mode to movement mode. The places you can move to are the places indicated by red markers. Touch search after moving to go back into investigation mode. Incidentally, you're free to move to any location indicated by a red marker. This is a convenient way of moving since you can move a great distance with only a single touch. I'm gonna see if there's anything in this river. Look at the map and touch our desired location. That's right, isn't it, Inspector? That's right. So now that you know what to do, why don't you go and take a look? Oh, but don't forget, if you find anything, be sure to come and let me know. We'll be waiting to hear from you. Professor, I think the unusual accident they were talking about, indeed. It could well have something to do with our own investigation. Let's go and take a look at the scene of the accident. Luke, we may find some clues. Right you are, Professor. When I hear back from them, I may be able to make something of this case. With the backlog of cases I've got piled up, I have to take help where I can get it. Okay. Okay. 2 out of 3. Three out of 3. Yeah. Professor, look over there. There's a car up in that tree. I had 3 viewers at one point? Neat. Though the graph never said 3. Cool. Look over there. There's a car up in that tree. Okay. This certainly is out of the ordinary. I've never seen anything quite like it. Like Constable O'Barton said, it seems extremely unusual. I mean, how on earth could something like this happen? We'll need to investigate this closely. Let's take a closer look at this car. But before that, this bench has a coin. I feel like, oh, that doesn't have anything, but this does. The tire marks end halfway towards the tree. How did the car get up there? There's the third one. Only because I've started gathering a scene, making at the scene. The more I see it, the stranger this looks. It's as if the car just flew up there. It's certainly taken some damage. You don't think could the witches have done this? Certainly possible. It would appear that the accident occurred only moments ago. Wait, what's that mark on the car? Excuse me, gentlemen. Yes, you two. Would you just stop right there? I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. This is the scene of an accident, and we haven't finished investigating it yet. As you can no doubt see, it's all rather mysterious. We don't yet know the exact cause of this here mishap. Not a safe place for spectators, I'm afraid. I'll have to ask you both to move along. We're not spectators. We've been given permission from Inspector Chumley. From the inspector, you say? So you're here officially then, are you? In what capacity, may I ask? Well, not officially as such. The name's Layton. I'm an archaeologist. You're pulling my leg. You mean to tell me you're the famous Professor Layton? Now that you mention it, you certainly do resemble the good professor. Of course he does. He is the professor. So, Constable, if you don't mind, maybe we investigate a little closer. I've been put in charge here, so I can't afford to be wrong about this. For all I know, you might just be someone impersonating Professor Layton. What? Oh, come on. If you're the real Professor Layton, then I'm sure you'll have no trouble solving this little puzzle that I just happen to have here. Sounds interesting. Let me see what you have. Alright, take a look at this. Okay. The local police force is assisting a museum in to increase its security. The guards' torches allow them to see allow them to spot anything up to 3 squares away. Do your best not to be seen and make your way out of this room sneaky. Touch the arrows. Remember that your opponents will turn around and repeat their paths. Do not stand in front of their line of sight, or they'll see you. If they do see you, you'll be moved back to the previous square. Reach the exit without your opponent seeing you. Okay, so undo.
I've already seen the answer.
Woo!
You should expect no less from a gentleman.
Yeah! Let's go! Well done, you managed to stay hidden in the darkness and make it out. Sort of, but yeah. That's it, you solved it. Judging by the way you solved that puzzle, there's no doubt that you must be the one and only Professor Layton. Of course, from the very start I had a fairly good idea that it was you, Professor. From the very start, you seem to have your doubts, Constable. Well, anyway, Feel free to investigate as you wish, but there's one last thing. Yes? Later, when you've got a free moment, would you mind signing my helmet? Are you sure that's allowed? Come on, Luke. Let's take a look around before the constable changes his mind. Tell me, Luke, did you notice anything strange when we looked at the car? Anything strange? Well, to be honest, the entire accident is pretty unusual. Well, yes, but if we're to suppose this accident occurred naturally, then there is one particular mark that should not be there. A mark that shouldn't be there? Ah, Professor, the handprint. There's a handprint on the bonnet. Well spotted, Luke. But a handprint of that size is too big to be left by any normal person. Indeed, it would almost appear to have been left by the hand of a giant. That's a bit far-fetched. Luke, let's look around a little more. Isn't there anything in this park that grabs your attention? But Professor, from here, I can't see anything strange other than that car. In situations like this, we need to zoom in, Luke. Zoom in. In cases where something is too far away or is hidden behind another object, we can zoom in to see it more clearly. When you see something of interest, use the magnifying glass to look closer. When the magnifying glass turns blue, it means something important is there. By zooming in, we may just be able to uncover some new clues. Okay, Professor. I'll zoom in right now. When the magnifying glass turns blue, just touch the area, alright? That's right, Luke. Now then, let's give it a try. Oh, Professor, have you found any clues? Hey, the statue's hand. It's about the same size as the handprint on the car. Do you think the car was hit with the? Do you think the car hit that hand when it crashed? That is a possibility, of course. However, the handprint on the car is a right handprint. Right hand? But the statue is holding a spear in its right hand, which means that couldn't be where the handprint came from. Quite right, my boy. And it would certainly appear that this is more than a simple traffic accident. I wonder what could have happened if the handprint was made by the statue. Surely the statue couldn't have moved. I'm positive there's some kind of secret behind this, and whatever it may be, we can be certain it's related to the witch that took this fella. I think so too, Professor. How else could this kind of accident have occurred? If we investigate more closely, perhaps we'll find some clues. No, Luke. First, we should head back to see the inspector. Really? But all he seems to say is how unusual it seems. Well, yes, however, there is one more subject about which I'd like to ask him. What's that? Not what, my boy, but rather, who? Who was in the car when it crashed? Ah. So what do you think? It's no simple accident, is it? I'll bet this one's even surprised the great Professor Layton, hasn't it? Without doubt, this is no ordinary accident. May I ask how the driver was? He wasn't seriously hurt. He's a real jammy dodger, the one, in fact. We're about to take him into custody for questioning. Strictly private, I'm afraid. Inspector Chumley, there's something I would like to know. What's that, then? The driver's name. Was it by any chance Carmine Accidenti? Eh? How the devil? Where did you get that information? Ho ho, well, you could just say a little bird told me. He's something of an unlucky yet lucky type, always getting himself into trouble only to miraculously escape unharmed. An acquaintance of yours, is he? He attended my lectures a few years back, an outstanding student. Is that so? Well, perhaps you should have lectured him on how to stay out of trouble. We've had our eye on him for some time. He's a bit of a maverick, that detective. Always sniffing out dangerous situations and poking his nose into trouble. Unlucky isn't the half of it. I tell you, I wasn't surprised to find him involved in this ruckus. Professor, that means this must be the incident in which Carmine was attacked? Yes, so it seems so. What's this? Know something I don't, do ya? No, nothing at all, Inspector. I was hoping you might just come up with something I could use. Never mind. Now I got that detective, I may be able to wring something from him. I'd really like to know how such an accident occurred. Inspector, just one question. Is there any evidence to suggest that Carmine was not alone in that car? What's that? Someone else in the car? No, there's nothing to suggest that. Is that so? Well, was there anything else unusual about the accident that you haven't mentioned? Anything else unusual? No, not as far as I'm aware. Wait a minute. We did see those strange people in Halloween costumes. Boy, Barton, like I said before, I'll do the talking. Yes, Inspector. Sorry, Inspector. These people in Halloween costumes, can you tell me anything about them? You're certainly persistent, Layton. To be honest with you, I don't think they had anything to do with it. We saw a group of them loitering around Tower Bridge. I decided to question them, but when I took my eyes off them for a second, they just disappeared. I wonder what in the blazes they were up to, wandering around just like that. When precisely was this? Just a moment ago, about the same time you went to the park. Halloween costumes, Professor? Could it be... I see what you mean. Seems we may have a lead. Thank you for your help, Inspector. Now, hold on. Just what's this all about? Well, we seem to have come to the right place. All right. Yes, it would appear the witches attacked Spella and Carmine in the park before coming after Spella and abducting her in my office. Following that, they must have made their way from there to Tower Bridge. We may still catch up with them if we hurry. Let's go! Ting! Yeah, let's go! Woo! Let's save. Yeah. I'm gonna stop this stream for now. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, sorry. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you like the stream and would like more, also like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.